Hi, this is Living Local San Antonio with Elise and Jay.
So if you're looking for a market update, you come to the right place because today we're going to talk about the June 2023 stats.
Yep, that's right. And let's just go ahead and dive. So why don't you start out and tell us how many houses were sold, how many, what's the average price, the median price, that kind of thing.
All right. So for June 2023, we sold 3,354 and the average price was right about 395 and the median price was right about 321.
All right.
321,000, sorry.
321,000 was the median price.
Yes.
Yeah, and just to throw it out there for anybody, the average is you got to take these 10 numbers and average them out, which tend to skew higher, and the median number is just what is that middle home that sold, and that's the median number. So half the home prices were higher and half the home prices were lower. But on that note, are you seeing it? What are those stats telling you, and what are you seeing on the street as far as is the market fast, slow? I mean, I know we were coming off of 2021 when it was pedal to the metal.
Yeah, so I'm seeing my buyers take a little bit more time, which kind of was always crazy because I always think that the houses are going to fly off the market, but they are slowing down a little bit, taking time a little bit more. My sellers were kind of expecting what the last 2 years have shown us when it was just flying off the shelves, but things are starting to slow down just a little bit.
All right, and to kind of continue with that trend, I'll just cover the days on market. Right now, the average days on market is 64 days, which kind of falls in line with that because last year, I think at this time in June, that was somewhere in like the mid 20s, high 20s. So you're talking 27, 28 days last year versus 64 days this year. And then the average price per square foot is $183 a square foot, but the big stat is the months of inventory. And right now we're sitting at 3.7 months of inventory. And to give you an idea, that 4.6 months is a balanced market, and anything less than that is a seller's market. And so right now we're still in a pretty decent seller's market, but it's obviously slowed down from I think in the few years past, we were sitting at 1 to 2, maybe 2.5 months of inventory. So things were moving really quickly. And what that means is if every house that was on the market today was sold, how long would it take to sell off all those houses? So right now that's averaging 3.7 months, which still puts us into a seller's market. And then overall, just looking Texas wide, because I know we're talking about affordability and some of the big things that they're talking about is maybe lowering property taxes for us and stuff like that within the state of Texas, which would be huge. I'm excited for it. So we'll keep you posted on that. But what are we seeing right now, kind of median price by county or area for the big cities, Houston, Austin, Dallas?
Yeah, so in Texas, what we're looking at is median price in Dallas County, of course, Dallas, 390,000. Harris County, which is Houston, is 335,000. Travis County, which is Austin, is 580,000, and here in Bexar County, 305,000.
Wow, that's just a big number. So again, we're still the most affordable here in Bexar County / San Antonio of all the big cities. So keep that a secret so we can keep our prices down. Tell all the Californians about it. But you can see just 70, 80 miles up the street in Austin. I mean, that's almost double the price.
Yeah.
So huge jump, right? Just right there within a couple of counties between us. And just so we're also keeping up with, people that are investing or either maybe renting or gonna buy and then rent for a little while you figure out your next move. Just to keep everybody up on that, the average residential rental right now is going for $1,926 a month. So remember, that's kind of the average for a 3-bed, or I'm sorry, yeah, 3-bed, 1.5 bath, 2-bath house, right? And that's all across the city. So obviously there'll be pockets that are more expensive and that are less expensive, but that gives you an average look at that. One other thing that I'd like to touch on is mortgage rates, because we get a lot of questions about it, and just to kind of let everybody know that those are sitting around 7% right now in June of 2023. And to give you an idea of that, just the principal and interest payment on that for a $350,000 house would be about $2,300 a month. And if you were buying that same house last year in June of 2022, Interest rates were sitting at, 5.5, 5.75%. So your payment would only have been about $2,000 a month. So right now, that same exact house is about $250 to $300 more expensive. And kind of on that note, I'd just like to maybe give us your kind of takeaways of what you're seeing out there on the streets with the buyers and sellers, Elise.
Yeah. So what I'm seeing now recently, I'm seeing price reductions. I'm seeing things slow down, like I said, and I'm seeing less and less multiple offers. They're still out there, but not as many. We're not having to fight as hard. So those are the main three things that I'm experiencing right now.
So the price reductions, you see that as sellers lowering their price to catch up to the market? Like, were they a little bit lofty starting off, or is the market shifting on them?
I think the market's kind of shifting on them. Some of them did come in, high when they thought it was a couple of years ago, a year ago, but they've quickly realized that that's not happening anymore. And even in the last like a month, I've listed a house and we've had to do a price reduction. We actually priced it in the middle of these two other homes, and it's still not moving. So
Right.
we're working on that right now.
Right. And then on the flip side, just so everybody knows how crazy the market is, we also had that one that you listed that went up in like 2 or 3 days. It was off the market over there with the swimming pool and all that in the backyard.
Yeah, it was gone in a day. Yes.
Yeah. So it's just kind of wacky the way the market is right now. But I think the summaries and the takeaways are, as long as you're moving for the right reasons, or not, the traditional reasons of, your family's getting bigger, your family's getting smaller, marriage, you had twins, you got a job that's relocating you or moving you to a different side of town. What I would say is go ahead and take advantage and find the house and settle in and get comfortable. That way, if the interest rates actually come down, they come down enough that it makes sense, we can always refinance you. But it's easier to refinance than it is to do the purchase. And if not, and if you wait till, if you have one of those reasons, you go ahead and make a move now, it's going to be better to buy that house now instead of waiting until next year when the interest rates jump, right? So if the interest rates, if you buy this year, interest rates jump up, you look like a genius. And if you buy this year and interest rates slow down, then you can just refi and you'll have some equity and everything and you'll be good to go. So come talk to us so we can help you strategize all that. But we'll catch up with everybody soon and talk to you next month with another update.
Bye.